that's an abuse of power, but technically I'm not saying you.
He was, and then he was just like, oh, let's play. And she was just like...
Did she give it to him though?
She gave
okay.
it, yeah.
Because that would be awkward if she was like, no. Get out of here, you scrawny.
Get out of here, run the ramp. So it's like...
Yeah. Yes. Oh my gosh, yes. Well, because a lot of the things I'm in are actually things I would really, I enjoy. Especially Sailor Moon, like that's still so surreal. Like sometimes when I'm having a real bad day, and I'm like, I'm terrible, I'm the worst, everybody's gonna find out I suck. And then I'll like watch Sailor Moon, I'm just like, this is so crazy. Yeah, but that's me. Like, especially the fact that like, when I heard how the audition process went, it kind of validated me, because I'm insecure, not need validation, because I'm an actor. But apparently when they auditioned people, they took the names off, like once they finalized them to like the top 10 of each actor, like, okay, we like these 10, and then they would send them off for each character to Japan, where the creator of the show would listen to them, and they took the names off so that that wouldn't sway anybody. They literally were like, audition number 1, audition number 2, audition number 3, like, it was just based on the voice. Apparently the creator, Naoko, she like listened to them all, she's like, yep, that one. Like, so she like handpicked us, so when I heard that, I was like, alright, I guess this isn't an accident. So I kind of like, you know, like, I'm sure even if you're not an actor, I'm sure you feel it sometimes where you're like, people are going to realize I don't deserve this cool thing, they're going to take it away from me, like this cool promotion or whatever, like, you know, or this really cool boyfriend, or like they're going to realize I'm really like three dogs stacked on top of each other wearing a trench coat. They're going to realize how big it is. So yeah, well, I feel like I like rambled and went off of your question. It used to be. When you're a voice actor, like I feel like the first couple of years you are like, I hate my voice, like because it doesn't sound the same. It's like the echoes in your head, and the way it sounds to you inside your own body is different than the way it sound when they travel. So in my head, I think I sound much cooler than I do. But after a while, that dissonance kind of, the gap kind of closes, and you can start to hear yourself and be like, okay, like that's how I sound and I enjoy it. Not saying I enjoy my own voice, I'm saying most people can. But I have a hard time with on-camera stuff because I'm still like, I'm used to being able to hide and be in the booth, so I don't have to worry about how I look. But then on camera, it's not just your voice, it's also like, you gotta make sure you're not like doing that, because then you got like 3 chins, and then you're like, oh no, why did the director tell me that I've got like, right up my control, like, so yeah. On camera, it's a little bit hard for me to watch myself, but for voiceover, there are times where I just don't want to hear myself because I don't really care for the show, but for the most part, I love Sailor Moon, and I really enjoy watching Boruto and stuff, so. Any other questions? I feel like one of the questions I get a lot is how did I get into voiceover, and I figured I would just kind of get that out of the way. Because again, I give the caveat that when people ask that question, I'm assuming it's because they're like wanting to get into themselves and they're thinking maybe they could replicate that path, but I'm just letting you know, acting is so random. It's not like being a doctor where you can be like, all right, I went to this level of school and then this level of school, now I'm a doctor. With acting, there's some people who just lucked into it. They're like, yeah, my uncle my uncle's Steven Spielberg, and I kind of just lucked into movies. Or you have somebody like Steve Bloom, who's like Spike from Cowboy Bebop and Wolverine, and he's all these amazing things. And I think he started out like being like a truck driver for film sets. Like, so it's just, people get in all sorts of different ways. I happen to be a theater major. I studied theater in high school. That was my thing, and in my head I'm like, I'm gonna go to Broadway. That's where the real actors go. Respectable. And I was like, I'm never gonna go to LA. That's disgusting. That's where Paris Hilton lives. Like, and then so of course I ended up in LA because I did some voice acting workshops. They had a traveling. Tony Oliver, who's one of the people behind Power Rangers, has this. He also does voiceover. He was Rick Hunter in Robotech. He does these voice acting workshops called Adventures in Voice Acting, and he tends to travel with them. So he brought them to Maryland, where I happened to be going to college, and I took the first level, and like afterwards he pulled me aside and he's like, I think you have a future in this business. And I was like, okay, everybody says that. When he came back for the intermediate level, I took that, I realized I really, really liked doing voiceover. Maybe I should reconsider the whole New York thing. Where do they do a lot of voiceover? LA. I mean, they do voiceover everywhere, but LA is where they do most of animation, and like the broader spectrums. There's there's anime in Dallas, but in LA there's animation, there's video games, there's anime, there's commercials, there's on-camera, TV, film. Like there seems more, so that's why I ended up in LA. And I did an internship at Bang Zoom Entertainment, and they do a lot of video game and anime recordings, and I kind of made it clear, I'm like, look, I'm getting you your coffee, but I really don't care about this. I don't want to be a producer, I want to be an actor. So I didn't say it like that. Like I did my job, I did it well, but I was kind of like, yo, I don't want to be somebody who's like stuck in the office. I want to be somebody who's doing that. So they were like, okay, intern, and so they would throw me into like the background sessions, which is called Walla, which, because I don't know if this is 100% true, but I think back in the day, when they would record the background voices, they would just have people saying Walla, 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 Walla. I think that's why it's named Walla. So if you ever hear a voice actor being like a Walla session, now you know what it is. It's just like people in the background, like if you're in a scene where the character's in a coffee shop, the Walla session is everybody in the background having their conversations. They turn it down, but it's still, you're gonna need that that bed of sound. So they have me going in there and you just improvise, and it's just you and a couple other people, and you're always like, hey, are you studying for that test? Oh my gosh, yeah, I know. Like if it's a school scene or if it's a cafe scene, like you don't want it to be like, I'm breaking up with you, Stan. It's not supposed to stand out. It's supposed to be like very, just kind of banal, whatever, background stuff. So eventually they're like, oh, she's not terrible. So they would give me like a one-line part where it's like the waitress who comes in and is like, hi, can I get you your coffee? You know, like whatever, and then eventually, like you kind of have to prove yourself again and again before they'll trust you with bigger stuff. But eventually they let me start auditioning, and then I started booking, and that's kind of where things started to take off. And eventually I got a voiceover agent, because if you ever were curious about agents, they tend to not want to develop talent anymore. It seems like back in the day in Hollywood, they used to hear people being like, oh, you're gonna get stuck, yeah, I'm gonna scoop you up now and I'm gonna turn you into something. Whereas now, people kind of want you to already have built up a list of credits and show that you're bookable before they'll even look at you. So if any of you are trying to get an agent, try to find a way to get yourself work first. I know it's a catch-22 how to get work. But yeah, I think that's kind of basically, it's not that exciting. It's not like I just kick down somebody's door and like, I won't leave until you cast me in your show. Because like, I hear those stories and I don't think that's actually ever happened. I think they're full of crap. Like, your security would drag you out if you did that. Anyway, I'm just rambling. Do you have any, like, questions? Because I can just start going off the Napoleon facts again. Yes. Back in the day, I liked the whole Toonami blog of like DBZ and Gundam Wing, and there was Outlaw Star on Toonami or was it Adult Swim? Yeah, so it was like Outlaw Star, Tenchi. I loved all of those. I'm trying to think through. I never saw, either I never saw it or maybe I never had an interest. Because there was like one show that I was kind of like meh about, like they had like Ronin Warriors. I'm like, oh, I like Rurouni Kenshin. That was another one. And then like as I got older, I really liked dark stuff. Like I liked Paranoia Agents. Like, yeah, Satoshi Kon is incredible, or was incredible. Yeah, and then there's other shows, but I can't think of them right now. I like Code Geass. It's been a long time since I've watched anime consistently, because now I have adult jobs. In high school it's much easier to just marathon anime, and now I'm like, oh, I gotta pay rent. So, yeah. My favorite character in Dragon Ball Z. I don't know why. I don't remember why, but I feel like I liked Yamcha. But I don't, like now I don't have any reason for it. He was kind of an idiot. I don't know, maybe, was it because he was an idiot maybe? Like he was obviously, like Bulma was obviously out of his league, I don't know. Now it's gonna make me wonder, like why, maybe I just thought he was cute. I don't know, they animate them all kind of the same. Goku's kind of cute too, whatever. Yes, any other questions? Yes.
When you see characters in the show talking to each other, it's obvious that each character has a bond with each other. they all get along and they're all like best friends. But when you're a voice actor and you're there playing these characters and other characters and other people are there with you, have like working on a show, do you end up forming bonds like that with the other voice actors and playing other characters that your characters are?
It's interesting because in anime, which is different than animation, sometimes has group records where you'll have like, a bunch of people in a room recording together and they can play off of each other, kind of like in theater. In anime, because it's so specific, like with dubbing, you're watching the screen and then there's like beep, 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 and then on that fourth beat, the invisible or silent beat, you go. So it's like you have to match the flaps on the screen, and like if it's not perfect, you have to do it again. So you have to match the Japanese animation. So that takes so much time that if we had everybody in the room, it would just take forever. So we record everybody separately in like 2-hour sessions. We'll do all of Jupiter's lines for several episodes. Like we can do 4 or 5 episodes, especially because Jupiter is in classic. Jupiter tends to. Most of the girls tend to just be like, Sailor Moon! And then gasps. It's a lot of it's like gasps or like exerts where you're like being drained of energy. It's like all the filler episodes of classic. It's always like,
The finale of season 1 of the original.
Oh gosh, yes.
I had seen Crystal first, so I didn't realize they were different, and it was like, I don't know, 11 o'clock at night, and I was like, I got like 3 episodes left. I'm just gonna sit down and watch them. And I just sat there at the end, and I was like, how? Why? How is this? What? I was like, this is supposed to be a kid's show.
I know.
What is this? I was like, no. But it was all these characters. Oh no!
Everybody's
like, well,
I'm like in my head, I don't want to spoil anything, but I'm also like, this show's been out for 20 years. I feel like there's just like a statute of limitations. I just won't say. But yeah, so we do build up. Sometimes you build up a bond, but you don't record together. So a lot of times you could be in a show with somebody and be like married to them on the show and have never met that person because you record separately. So like unless you like run into each other at the studio, like maybe you're leaving and they're coming in, the director might be like, hey, you guys play married people. You can be like, oh hi, nice to meet you. But usually you meet people at conventions. So for Sailor Moon, I met my castmates at Anime Expo for the first time. Well, some of them I had met before, but like for the most part, most of them I had met at that con. And then we kind of get closer, because a lot of times they'll have us come as a group. And so like, when you travel together, you kind of bond, because, flying together and all that. And like, it's nice, because I think the cast for Sailor Moon really does have a good bond because of that. But no, it's not always the case. A lot of times in shows, you don't know the other people. Or the other actors.
They had almost like a very few type thing.
Yeah, with Stephanie and Russell.
They all like got along very well.
Yeah, we all do. We all enjoy each other. I think I saw a hand somewhere over there. Maybe somebody was just stretching. Yes.
How was it when you got to Anime Expo and they announced Crystal?
Well, they kind of.
They had come over, I guess, that I was saying, and they called you about it.
Right. Oh wait. Well, because I forget, because it was also 2 years ago, but it was confusing because I thought when I was auditioning for the show, I thought I was auditioning for Crystal. I didn't realize because they hadn't announced yet that when we were auditioning for the classic redub. So, and then we weren't sure if we were doing Crystal, like if it was going to be the same cast, so there was that tension too. I can't remember when exactly we found out we were doing Crystal. It might have been after Anime Expo. Yeah, like now it's bringing back all that trauma, all that like the wondering and that insecurity. I don't know why I keep going with this southern voice, it's annoying me. What?
Were you excited about doing Crystal also?
Oh yeah, it was awesome to be, I was excited to see it, because like, it was new animation. It's the show that I watched growing up, so that was really, really cool. It took us a while though. Yeah, okay, so I did see the show. I saw the show subtitled because it took them a while to dub it. Because they were waiting for the animation to get better. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, whatever, I said it. But yeah, like so in Japan, I guess maybe they were rushing it to get it out, and so there was a lot of there's a lot of notorious animation glitches in season 1 for Crystal. And then they, I guess, remastered them for the Blu-ray release in Japan, and so I think this was waiting for the Blu-ray remastered thing to be done before they would dub.
I just remember this sticker when they transformed, which was the same height as all the other Sailor Scouts, and the father being so bad at it.
She's giant.
Amber's taller than everybody.
Exactly. And Amazon, which in Japan we found out is 5'6". Some of them are here, but like basically earlier I was telling them that Jupiter is actually 5'6", which is not that tall, but in the show she's supposed to be like hulking over them, because if you look at the other, you know, Usagi's birthday is this, and their favorite sandwich is this, and apparently most of the girls are 4'2", 4'3", 4'5", like they're tiny, so Jupiter is bigger in comparison, she's still a 5'6". Like I'm 5'8", so that means I'm a gianter than Jupiter. Bigger. Why did I? Whatever. It's like, what's the word for gianter? Yeah. Were you asking? Somebody was. Did I answer your question? My brain's all over the place. I didn't fall asleep last night. I just laid in bed and then my brain just never shut off. So now it's probably shutting off. If I just like fall asleep.
Yes, Miller, I have a very serious question. It's on right here.
No, I'm not taking your question.
Oh, but it's about your hockey team.
No. Yes. Okay. I know that.
Well, you had a hockey team. They're not in the playoffs anymore, but neither are mine, so I can't make too much fun of you. I'm wondering if you had a dog in a fight for the finals now that's been settled. I don't, because I don't care.
Exactly. Like, once my teams are, I'm not, my dad is somebody who watches sports and he just likes watching all the teams, whereas I'm a hockey fan, so I like Tampa Bay Lightning. Because I lived in Tampa in like middle school, and that's when I was also really into Sailor Moon, and I got into playing hockey because my friend, she would always do slap shots at me, and I didn't know how to play hockey, so I had to learn, because like she would like line me up against the garage, and she'd tape like newspapers to my shins, and then like give me like a kitchen mitt, and then just like a hockey stick, which if you've seen a goalie stick, they're paddles. A hockey stick is not going to stop it, but anyway, whatever. It was a very janky setup. She's like, all right, I think she was practicing slap shots, so I got really good at being goalie. We lived in Tampa at the time, so Tampa Bay Lightning was my team, and they were terrible. Now they're good, and they're getting to the Stanley Cups, or the playoffs, and they won the Stanley Cup after I left. So I get to be that hipster who's like, yeah, I was a fan before they were good. But yeah, so I don't even know who's in it anymore. Who is it?
Nashville and Pittsburgh. Yeah.
Oh, Nashville. I'm like apathetic to both of them. I'm just like, meh. Yeah, exactly. Oh, yes.
If you could live in any anime world, which one would it be?
If I could live in any anime world, which one would it be? Because in my head I would be like, oh, the Megacon world, but I'm like, no, that's terrible. In theory, like I love the story and the world that they set up, but it's actually really dark, so I would not want to live in that world. Because I don't want to just say Sailor Moon, because that's just, I feel like I expect that. I'm trying to think. I'd probably want a world where I have powers, but not have to put my soul in like a little, whatever thing I have to do in Megacon. What about, I feel like the Naruto world seems pretty cool. Because like, people have like jutsu, and so it's like kind of like magic powers, but it's based on your chakra or chi or something, some junk like that. Super ninja science stuff. But but then again, people are always like jumping out of trees and throwing stuff at each other, and I don't know if I can handle just being startled at like that all the time, so. Maybe I should just pick like a normal slice of life kind of anime. Like, I don't know, or like a fruits basket, where people are kind of like magical animals, but like not me. I'm just a normal kid. Yes. My hobbies. I enjoy writing. I've written a web series, and so I was like prepping up a thing how to show you guys the trailer for it at some point. So that's something that I really enjoy is writing comedy. I don't know if you're familiar with Cracked.com, but I wrote for them in the past. I mean, with one article, but still. And then I have my web series called Ghosts and Stuff Inc. And I'm kind of like the creator and the writer, and I'm one of the actors in it, and I edit it, and I got the catering on set. Like I kind of have to do everything because when you don't, like these big Hollywood productions have all the like millions of dollars to pay crew and pay all that, and I'm like, pay you burritos, I'm sorry. So you kind of, yeah, exactly. People love burritos. But yeah, so we filmed a couple episodes and put them on YouTube, and so like hopefully one day that'll go somewhere. So I like writing, I like singing, I love musical theater. A huge musical theater nerd. Right now my favorite is Heathers. I discovered it only like a couple months ago. Like, why have I not discovered this sooner? Because I liked the movie and I didn't know they made a musical. It's great. It's really funny and dark and catchy. And then I'm trying to think of like non-creative hobbies. I enjoy hockey. I played, but now I have knee problems, so I'm trying to work on that. And then I'm not very well rounded, I guess. I feel like all of my stuff is within the creative realm. Like I like improv, and but it means that I'm like not as diverse. Like, it should be like, I like learning languages. My mom is from Alsace in France, where they were taken over during each of the world wars. So like they're French, but they also speak German, and so like I was always kind of surrounded by different languages. So they come to me pretty easily. So, but I'm not really. I wouldn't say I'm fluent in anything. My mom would say that I was fluent in French, but I mess up too much, so I don't. But yeah, so I speak some French and some German, and then I like to teach myself stuff. So I've been trying to learn Arabic. So I've learned enough to be able to like impress my friends when I went to Disney World, or when I went to Epcot. In like the Morocco section, I was being pretentious and talking to the employees in like a little bit of Arabic and some French. And my friends were like, stop being annoying. And I was like, no. Yeah. I'm sure I have other hobbies that I'll think of later. But like, oh no! Why didn't I think of that? I really like, is that Snow White in the back? That's really cool. Sorry, because I was like, that's so cool. It's just like beautiful and flowy. I like looking at people's cosplays. Not in a creepy way. Anybody else have any questions? Or, okay. Yes, again. A little bit. I actually do in this episode. So my character in the show, in the Ghosts and Stuff Inc. thing, I was like, when I was writing the character, I love playing multiple characters. So I was like, how can I create a character where I get to play more characters within that? So my character basically gets possessed by ghosts. And that way when I write the script, I can be like, I want to play a Japanese samurai. And so like I wrote that in. So in the first episode, I had to learn old-timey Japanese. My character was possessed. So I can show you guys that if you want. I'm like, it's like 5 minutes. Is that okay with you guys? Do any of you guys play Fire Emblem? Because my friend KG, he's the Asian one, that's okay. And he's Owain in the game, so we have some voice actors in here. We have like Kylie Bear in some of the episodes and stuff, and little Karibo. Even corpses in the cast of the Golden Girls. But yeah, so, any...
10 minutes, 2 minutes.
I think we have 2 minutes, so we have to get done.
These panels will be 10 till.
Oh, 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
So I guess, if nobody has any other questions, I will be downstairs signing autographs until like 7 if you guys want to come down and, say hi. Yeah. The super anticlimactic end is feeling great. But
somebody asked her what her favorite alcohol drink is.
I'm gonna kill you. Not moonshine. Moonshine is the devil's spit.
She loves moonshine. It's her favorite stuff. Like you can hold, like I can open a flask and go, here, smell this, and she'll smell it from 5 feet away and know exactly what it is.
Yeah, I will bark everywhere.
And so if you're coming back tomorrow, she prefers the ones in the jars.
The mix. Yeah, we have 1 minute. So basically there was a convention where we were doing like a mystery science theater or whatever, 3000 kind of thing. Was it Fatal Fury? Yeah, so we were watching like a really bad movie, like an anime movie, and we were drinking moonshine. Like we were up on stage, we had these microphones, and we were just improvising. And I didn't realize because it was in the dark that there was a little Tom Gardner or whatever, was refilling my drink. I didn't realize that. So moonshine, you're not supposed to have that much. And I'm like a goldfish. I will just keep eating whatever, until I burst. So if you keep refilling my thing, I'm just gonna keep drinking it. And I didn't know he was doing that. So, and I also didn't know that the guys at my table are basically alcoholics. Because I was like, well, I was like, Tom's taller than me, but like his friend was like tiny. So I'm like, all right, well, Ken's able to drink. I can do it. I'm bigger than Ken, so my body can really process it. I didn't know that Ken is not a lightweight. So I was like trying to keep pace with them, and then at some point I'm like, oh no.
At the beginning of the presentation, we had a stack of DVDs we were going to give away, and they were about this tall. And we said, okay, cool, we'll do something on social media, and we call up jokes, we do this random theater thing. We might do that this next year here. And at the end of it, Amanda looks over and she goes, what are the DVDs? There's one left. I'm like, you gave them all away. She goes, when? And this is a true story. I'm like, Amanda, you gave one away personally. A fan came up on stage and you hugged them and gave it to them. She's like, really?
And then I disappeared into my room and like they were texting me and I was passed out on my bathroom floor. It was real classy. And then I had my handler bringing me steak and shake at like 2 in the morning. And I was like, I hate my life. So yeah, moonshine is real great. Don't ever drink it. All right, I will see you guys maybe downstairs.